Being exposed to domestic violence can cause a child's brain to develop differently, and they can show signs of aggression, nightmares, even lying.
Children often believe they are to blame, and it can affect them in school and even lead to substance abuse.
But as our anchor Carolyn Clifford shows us, adults have to protect children so that they don't grow up to use violence and power to control others later in life.
We are ending our series, Breaking the Cycle of Domestic Violence, by looking at the tiniest of victims, the children who learn by seeing, hearing, and then by doing. So tonight, we're lifting the voice of a child who, along with his mom, walked out the door of violence to end the generational cycle. A woman is beaten in this country every 9 seconds, and studies suggest that up to 10 million children witness some form of domestic violence each year.
You would put your ear to the door so you could hear what was going on with your mom?
Yes.
Or did that make you feel afraid?
Yes, because I thought my dad was doing something very bad, but I just heard a lot of yelling, and it made me very scared.
Ezekiel Moore's mom, Margaret Morant, now a minister, had no idea.
When you hear Ezekiel say that he was listening, what do you think he was listening to?
A lot of things that a child his age shouldn't have to hear. And it's frightening. I thought I was closing the door and protecting him, but he heard some of it. I didn't know. I feel so bad that my kids had to see that part of my life.
Dr. LaDonna Combs-Spite travels all over the country to fight this affliction. She has run Sisters Against Abuse at Greater Grace Temple in Detroit for nearly 20 years. She works with women from all nationalities, Middle Eastern, Asian, Latinx, African, white to black.
They have the same needs, but the way in which they receive them from you are going to be culturally different.
She says women can be re-victimized when they seek help if those offering resources do not understand their culture.
They go back and they said, I'd rather deal with this over here than there, and lethality rises up for them, and many times they are killed because they go back.
Abused women sometimes stay even when their children are in danger due to their religious beliefs. Dr. Combs-Spite says one woman's religion taught her she would go to hell if she left.
The church made her feel like, this is where you belong, and if anything happens to you, you'll be rewarded in heaven if he kills you.
In your heart of hearts, do you ever go, I know the solution, I know the way to stop this?
I think I do know the solution and the way to stop it. I think that men have to start holding other men accountable for the way they treat women.
So when women choose to stay because they have nowhere to go or don't want to break up the family, Dr. Combs-Spite says the blame should not be directed at the woman being abused.
It's not a marital problem or relational problem, it's a crime. So she's not breaking the law by staying with him, he's breaking the law by hitting her.
For children, this can cause depression, anxiety, and embarrassment. And according to police, young boys like Ezekiel witnessing domestic violence are 10 times more likely to become an abuser without intervention.
Did you ever tell anyone, or did you ever talk to anyone about it?
The only people I told were my siblings.
What would they say to you?
They would say, just be calm, everything's gonna be all right.
Ezekiel and his mom are among the lucky ones. They are now safe, and we're fortunate to find shelter at COTS in Detroit. We first spoke to her nearly a year ago.
The first night I slept here, that was the first peaceful night of sleep I've had in years.
Since our first meeting, Ezekiel and his mom have both been going through counseling, have an advocate, and are making progress toward healing.
I'm just grateful for all the opportunities that COTS organization has provided for myself and my family, from just the care and the love that they have, because everybody don't have a place to go to.
Nearly 50% of the calls for domestic violence come from the city, and COTS is on the front line. According to the U.S. Advisory Board on Child Abuse and Neglect, domestic violence may be the single major precursor to fatalities from child abuse and neglect in America.
What do you say when people are afraid and they hide and they feel like, oh, I can't say what's going on in my house? We have to keep it a secret.
Well, I'm a spiritual person. I would tell them God did not create fear. You have to stand up for what you believe in. You have to stand up for yourself, and you deserve better.
What kind of lessons has your mother taught you?
Always be respectful, especially to women. Always not lie. Always be kind, be sweet.
Ezekiel and his mom have now found a church home where they both sing in the choir.
What song do you know?
I've been redeemed.
I've been redeemed.
I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Filled with the Holy Ghost I am. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed.
That little boy is just so sweet. Ezekiel's mom saved him. Thank goodness. Please protect your own children so the cycle does not continue. And if you want to learn more about Sisters Against Abuse Society at Greater Grace Temple, go to our website at WXYZ.com. And remember, if you or a loved one needs help right now, please call Michigan's Domestic Violence Hotline. It's open every day of the year 24/7. Call or text 1-866-VOICE-DV for a free confidential conversation. And yes, we have followed that family, and thank goodness that little Ezekiel is out of that situation, and his mom too, and they're now safe. And then sharing their story will help so many others as well.
Just amazing reporting. Also heartbreaking that he had to grow up so quickly being exposed to those types of conditions.
Yes, but can't you listen to him and tell that he's learned the lessons, and his mom has passed it on to him to not to hit, you know, a young girl or a woman, and so he won't grow up to be an abuser.
Yeah, this has been such a powerful series. And like you said, all these stories that we've heard all week long, they're going to change someone else's life who's watching it. So.
Very, very, very true.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And you can find Carolyn's Domestic Violence Breaking Free series right now at WXYZ.com. We also have several resources for anyone who needs to reach out for help.
And we'll be right back.